Welcome back, guys. In the last episode, we have discussed the blue ocean strategy in layman's language. I hope I was of some help to you guys. In today's episode, we will discuss how companies convince people to buy and adopt products. This is explained with the help of technology adoption lifecycle and crossing the chasm theory. Every day, a new product is launched and competition to reach customers increase. Did you ever think that each customer is different and has different preference? How the product reaches to the customer. It is not a straight science as it appears because different customer segments need different strategies. Take the example Nike shoe brand. Presently in every closet you can find a pair of running shoes, trainers and sneakers, but it wasn't the case before. Just about 50 years ago, the running shoes were called expensive German made leather shoes. Nevertheless, in 1964, the Blue Ribbon Sports Company, founded by Bill Bowerman and Flip Knight, sold shoes which were created with latex and waffle iron to the running competitions. The early adopters for those shoes were elite distance runners who participated in the 1972 Olympics. Four out of top seven marathon runners wore the Blue Ribbon sports shoes in the race. In just 10 years, the Nike shoe became bestseller across America. Gradually, the Nike was adopted by the majority of people. But in 1980s, it started developing high-performance shoes which was tailored for a specific market. Those shoes were innovative and company hired high-profile celebrities like John McEnroe for tennis shoe marketing and Michael Jordan for Air Jordan advertisement. Nike is also a pioneer in understanding the needs of women for their fitness clothing and sense of style. It is now a globally renowned brand in sports shoes, apparels, clothing, and sports equipment. It has understood its customer base and different stages needed for attracting early adopters to reaching the mainstream market. So, what is technology adoption cycle and how people become customers? Let's find out with the marketing principles such as the diffusion process, technology adoption cycle, and crossing the chasm. So, what is diffusion process? It describes the five stages educational process which is used to accept new ideas and adapt it for individual use. The stages of diffusion are awareness, interest, evaluation, trial, and adoption. Awareness stage. In this stage, people didn't know anything about idea apart from the name. For example, customer does not have any clue about a new product like how it will work and what it will do, etc. Interest stage. It is the second stage. In this, the prospect is curious to know more about the product. As such, what is it? How does it work? What its potentialities are? How will it benefit me? Etc. Then comes the evaluation stage. It is the third stage, and here customer makes mental trial of the idea and use all the information gained so far. He then asks questions such as can I do it? And if I do it, will it be better than what I am doing presently? And will it give more value which is important for me? In the trial stage, the audience makes their mind about idea possibilities and tries it. It is usually an experimental stage and questions like how do I use it, when do I use it, and how can I make it work best for me. And after trying the idea or product for some time, the customer gathers enough data concerning him and decision to adopt it or not. In the last stage, adoption stage, it is often characterized by the long-term use, continued usage, and gaining satisfaction with the product. It does not guarantee that the customer has accepted the idea but assures that he has accepted the idea for good and will continue ongoing usage. Now look at the technology adoption lifecycle to understand the different segments of customers. So what is technology adoption lifecycle? It defines the customers according to their willingness to accept, use or adopt a new product. In the book Diffusion of Innovations, the author Roger classified customers as early adopters, main adopters, late adopters. Early adopters are those who are excited to try new things or products. Main adopters are a group of people who are looking into future and get ahead mentality. The late adopters are those people which follow mainstream audience and the last one to adopt a product. This life cycle is beautifully explained with the Geoffrey Moore's crossing the chasm theory. Crossing the chasm Marketing and Selling to the High-Tech Products to Mainstream Customers book by Geoffrey A. Moore, and it is among the top 10 best-selling marketing books of all time, mentioned in the podcast The Entrepreneur Library. In this book, Moore starts with the diffusion of innovation and then it describes about the chasm between early adopters and early majority. The early majority adopters comprises of technology enthusiasts and visionaries which are very different and have different expectations than early majority, which includes pragmatists. He further highlights the strategies to successfully cross the chasm and choosing a target market, understanding the product concept, creating a market strategy, and finally choosing more suitable distribution channel and pricing. However, crossing the chasm is closely related to the idea of technology adoption lifecycle framework, in which customers are categorized into five segments: innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. According to the Moore, the most difficult chasm to cross is between early adopters and early majority. Businesses should follow the pre-chasm approach by targeting particular niche segment and creating the beachhead. In this, target the specific segment, intractable problem which is not solvable by conventional means. Just get something out like minimum viable product in the market as mentioned by Eric Ries in the Lean Startup book. Think about how faster I can acquire customers, engage, and make it viral to share to attract more new customers. It is aimed to make a tornado effect. Find some compelling use cases and pull them to attract next segment and henceforth. Post chasm is a stage where once you cross the chasm, define your target customers and go after them. It is not like pre chasm where you deal with different types of customers. It is like creating a tornado effect or burst effect, which will define your future. In conclusion, the product adoption is based on the technological adoption lifecycle, diffusion process, and crossing the chasm principles. The understanding of technological lifecycle helps to categorize different segments, and crossing the chasm explained to successfully reach early majority by jumping biggest chasm and building mainstream customer base. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast and learned few things about how companies convince people to buy and adopt products, which was explained with the help of technology adoption lifecycle and crossing the chasm theory. I will be back soon with another podcast. Stay tuned and subscribe.